Okay. So I guess it won't let me change the thumbnail. So I look like I'm. Wait, there's gotta be a way for me to. Hold on. Maybe I'm a. All right. Do you guys know if there's a way to like edit the thumbnail while I'm going? Cause I look pissed in that. I wasn't posed for that. I didn't know. Hold on. Let me see something. What is happening? It won't let me. I'm having technical difficulties right now. I don't know why. Champion man. All right. I'm trying to figure out what to do because I wanted to upload it like an actual thumbnail instead of me just kind of being like, but it keeps telling me I get an error message when I do it and it won't let me. So I guess I'll just change the thumbnail after. Yeah. All right. So that's fine. So don't judge how I look in the thumbnail, whatever. I literally was typing and I'm just like, all right. Don't say anything good while I drive. I will try to resist the urge to do that. I'm sorry. Tea time. Yes, y'all. Okay. First of all, wow, this is kind of weird. I'm looking at myself here too. Oh my God, that's creepy. Let me not do that. Okay, so did you guys see yesterday's upload? I'm curious. Yeah, yo, mods, I'm not gonna lie, the moderators, y'all might be kind of busy today. Based on, there were literally hundreds of comments from yesterday's video where it said, if you're Muslim, let's dislike this video. So people might be popping in just to be an asshole. So y'all might be a little busy today, and I'm gonna apologize in advance in case you are. But yeah, and I've started this earlier than usual because I'm still trying to experiment with times and stuff. I still don't know the best time to try a live, but good luck, mods. So I'm gonna try to give people a bit more time to like get logged in or tune in and everything. But yeah, so we made it to another Friday. I had an interesting day yesterday. 9 p.m. in France. So at least it's not 10 p.m. like normal. I'm watching from Norway, 10 p.m. Eastern Europe. Yeah, that's kind of late too. Damn, I'm still trying to figure out a good time. Like maybe I should just start doing it like as soon as I wake up, which is like I don't know, maybe like 9 a.m. my time, and then it's like noon East Coast time, and then maybe that might be a little better. I'm not sure. 9 p.m. in Amsterdam, 8 p.m. for Morocco. Okay. Do you think this time might be better than starting at 1 like I normally do? Because I get in places that's like not America, it's deeper into the night the later I wait. So I was thinking maybe I should try to start earlier. Nadia Suku, 3 p.m. in Florida. Don't worry, I'm not a crazy Floridian. I know that, oh my God, it's 4 a.m. in Japan. Ooh, yikes. I know that not all Floridians are weird. I actually lived in Florida for a year and I have a lot of family that's still there. So don't worry about it. I know Floridians aren't all that crazy, usually. 2 p.m. in Ecuador, 9 p.m. in Belgium. Dang. All right. I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe I should just start earlier. 3 p.m. Oh, yeah. South Carolina, 4 a.m. in Korea. Yeah. Kiki Ava, did the victims get justice yet? Which ones are you talking about, from yesterday's video or One Nation? Because nobody's gotten any justice yet. All right, so I think I can go ahead and start to talk and spill a little something real quick. Also, since I'm always hungry, I got my yogurt in case I need to take a yogurt break. All right, so since a lot of the gang is here, I'm gonna try to like discuss a little bit more about yesterday's video and like the stories that led up to it and everything, and a bit of the aftermath, I guess you want to call it. So actually, like I said, I'm in several group chats with One Nation and everything. So the girls posted this post, shared this post that was actually posted by the victim's friend. And it said like to de-platform Dao Kim. And I'd never heard of this dude. So I'm like, oh no, what happened? And then you scroll, it's like a thread. You can scroll and see everything that happens. So you see that last summer, June 27th, 2019, he tried to assault a girl. He tried to have his way with her in her sleep. And it's funny because seeing all the people comment the same things, like clearly they did not watch the video, because I made it a point to answer 3 points, because in his Dao Kim video, his like, I'm Dao Kim, he said that the girl invited him over, which, okay, that's the first point, because people keep asking the same questions in the comments. And if they watch the video, they would have an answer. So I'm just going to explain it again verbally. So there were two friends. They went to Korea last summer and they got a 2-bedroom Airbnb. So the victim actually just flew into Korea. Like, this all is the first day that she got there. And it was a 13-hour flight. After they went out, it was a 13-hour flight. Then they decided to go out clubbing in Hongdae. They decided to hang out, have a drink or whatever, have some fun. So then the victim goes back to her Airbnb in her room and goes to sleep. The friend who actually let him in was messaging him because the original plan was for them to meet up and get food and get something to drink, but she did not give him her address. She met him in Sangsu Station, which if you go to Hongdae, you usually either take it to Hongdae Station or Sangsu Station. And she met him outside, and according to her, he was passed out on the street. And he said he lived 3 hours away. And if this is in the middle of the night, trains and buses and stuff in Seoul don't usually start running again until like 6:30 in the morning. So she decided to let him sleep on the couch because he was passed out. She gave him water to sober him up and gave him food. She goes into her bed. She even said that they had a conversation, like he was sobering up, which it doesn't take a lot to sober up. I don't know if y'all been drunk before, but usually Gatorade or water does it for me. So she goes to her bedroom, locks her door, and goes to sleep. At some point, he decided to get up from the couch. First, he tried the friend's room who let him in, but her bedroom door was locked. And that kind of made her go like, huh? Like, who's trying to get in my room? So then he goes to the girl, the victim. She was asleep this whole time. She did not even know he was there. She wakes up to him on top of her, taking off her clothes, and he's naked. And then, according to him, he blacked out and just woke up when the girls were screaming. He fell down the stairs, and he was so scared that he left in a panicked hurry. But then if you see the TikTok video, it's like 40 seconds long. He took his time putting his underwear back on and his pants, putting the leg inside out. And I could understand if he's like stumbling, getting up and everything, but he stands up just fine. Like he's moving in slow motion. And I don't doubt that he had some drinks. But then there were people who, like him, who said, well, alcohol makes you crazy. You're still accountable for whatever you do when you drink. I've been drunk many times. I've never committed a crime. People know how to handle themselves. If you can't, regardless of being drunk or not, that's still on you. The girl had nothing to do with that. She was asleep. She did not even know he was over there. She went to sleep with her door unlocked. So then the second point people were trying to make is, oh, but she forgave him and they signed an agreement. He violated the agreement. Here's the thing. Like I said, her and her friend went to Korea for a vacation. It's a trip. They don't speak the language. They don't know the law. When they filed a police report, the cops came over everything. They were under the understanding that he would still be punished, but not have to serve jail time. Makes sense. So they said they didn't have the money for a lawyer. They didn't have the time in Korea to even fight this. So they wanted him to be punished without serving jail time. And they made an agreement that he would have a public apology, which he decided to delete a few times. And then he decided to block the girl. So people saying, why don't they settle this matter privately? Why doesn't she just talk to him privately? He blocked them. There's no way for them to get in touch with him. So they decided to post the video, which makes, I'm not gonna be like, well, he got me. He blocked me. I guess my fight's over. Like, no, you still did this and you violated this agreement. And then people are saying, oh, but it seems staged. It seems like it was for clout. Look, if somebody wanted to fake sexual assault for clout, they're not going to wait a year to make it public. They're not going to file a police report. They're not going to sign an agreement. They're going to be like, give me money, give me a YouTube feature. They're going to ask for something in return. He never claimed that they tried to do that. They never claimed that they tried to do that. So what's the argument people are trying to make that is faking for clout? Name one person who got famous because they were sexually assaulted. I'll wait. It baffles me that people, literally, I deleted hella comments from people saying, if you're Muslim, let's dislike the video. Let's report the video. And honestly, I'm glad because the night before I uploaded it, I posted it to the Discord chat that I'm in, and it was actually demonetized. Like, it wasn't deemed ad friendly. So I'm grateful that a lot of the girls said, hey, you should like mute some words and cut it down a little bit. Because originally it was like 23 minutes and I cut it down to 19 and I muted some words. So right now it's currently ad friendly. So YouTube's not going to take it down, even if people flag it. If it's ad friendly, they're like, they didn't violate anything. They're very strict with what they allow to be circulating on their platform. And whether it's comments, likes, or dislikes, it's still engagement. So they're promoting the video. It's just, okay, so yeah, sorry. The third point that people are trying to make is he's Muslim now, so what he did last summer doesn't matter. I'm sorry, so being Muslim makes rape okay? That's what most of the people are saying. Don't get me wrong, there are a good amount of Muslims saying, a lot of people forget that, yeah, when you convert or become Muslim, your past sins are forgiven unless you commit bodily harm, and you still have to make amends with the person you wronged, which he did not, because he deleted the apologies and tried to block them and pretend this wasn't a thing, like he didn't do it. So yeah, and the reason, and it's so funny because when I made the video, my biggest worry is people were going to use that as an excuse to be Islamophobic. That's why the first thing I said was full disclaimer, any hate comments towards Muslims will be deleted immediately. I did not expect all the hate to come from Muslims. Not saying that it's all the Muslims, but all of the hate I got just so happened to be from Muslim people. Literally, someone said, in the name of Allah, I hope you and the victim get hit by a truck. Can't make this stuff up, folks. So I was worried. I was like, oh, I want to put this out there, but I don't want people to be hateful towards Muslim people. That's why I didn't even mention that both of the girls are Muslim themselves. That wasn't the point, though. The thing, I was focusing on what he did and his character, and that's why I included like clips of his video refuted by the evidence that they've put out there, because he's like, oh, I rolled down the steps and I left in a hurry. Meanwhile, the TikTok video shows that he took his time. He says, they invited me over. Oh, she met him at the station while the victim was asleep. You know what I mean? So like, people are quick to accept his word and believe him over not only their word, but their witnesses, evidence, and stories. It all makes sense. So, where was I? Yeah, people are saying that because he's Muslim now, it's okay. Here's the thing. That night, he told those girls he was Muslim. And they sent me a lot of screenshots of him having conversations with girls on Meef and Tinder. And he literally called this girl you know, the more adult word for poop when you take S-H-I-T, he called her an S-H-I-T-T-Y Muslim because she didn't want to meet him. And there are girls who have evidence that he still eats pork. And then in the when I was scrolling, like when I was trying to show some of the tweets, they were surprised to see him out clubbing because they're like, wait, aren't you Muslim? And they even said, why are you drinking? I thought you're Muslim. He said, oh, I drink because I'm Korean. That's a very Korean thing to say. Drinking culture is very, very synonymous with Koreans. They go out, they drink to drink all their stresses away. You drink at work, like Quest Chicks. It's a normal thing to do. So I didn't even want to make this about him being a fake Muslim because I don't know that for sure. I didn't include the evidence that proves that because that's not what this was about. This was about getting the girl side out there because it's really easy to believe an argument or a story when you only hear one side. They don't have a YouTube channel. They don't have like millions of supporters like he does. So that's not fair. He's like, I made a mistake. She accepted my apology sincerely. She says she didn't. So it's his word versus her word. And he went back on their agreement anyway, because his own words, he said he was afraid to receive criticism. I'm just saying. So this was an interesting couple of days. I was worried about all of the wrong things. I didn't want people to be Islamophobic, but instead they decided to say some rude stuff to me and blame the girls. Why would you invite a drunk man to your house? She didn't. She was asleep. It doesn't matter because he's Muslim now. Is he? And was he not then? They're like, well, if you look in September, he officially became a Muslim, but he has his own videos where he's interviewing people saying that he follows Muslim practices. So he has all this interest. He knows the customs and the beliefs and the rules and everything. And he spent all this time, months before this incident happened, honestly clout chasing for Muslims. Like, if you're not actually Muslim all these months before, why are you going to the mosque? Happy Eid Day. I converted to, and that's the thing. People said that I did this for clickbait and I did this for views. Let's full disclaimer: every YouTuber wants views. How you go about it is what credits you as a person. You know what I mean? So him saying, like, literally in the thumbnail, it said I converted to Islam. Apparently he didn't. It was somebody else who did. He has a ton of videos going to the mosque. Why am I a Muslim? Like, all this was months and months ahead of time. So, you know what I mean? Whether he was Muslim or not is irrelevant because he still did what he did. He might be now, he might not be. He might have been then, he might not have been. There's evidence that goes both ways. So people are saying, yeah, he's Muslim now, so what he did before doesn't matter, and trying to blame it on the fact that he was a Christian before, like that has anything to do with it. So yeah, that's the situation I'm in. Trying to think of what else I wanted to say. I mean, like I said, it's interesting that literally the comments, and I gotta give it to the channel members and the Discord people, because they were literally just going in the comments and fighting these people, and these people would just like leave. They had nothing to say. They had no counter argument, because they're like, well, if you did watch the video, he said he did it, and if you watch the video, there's evidence to prove he did it. He even tried to say that those girls tried to steal his stuff because he left in such a hurry. He left his phone, bank card, laptop, camera, USB stuff. And he said, these girls tried to steal my stuff. And there's a police report that I included in the video of everything that they gave back to him. They gave him everything. So I'm just saying, people keep saying, oh, but she forgave him. No, she didn't. He says she did. She says she didn't. So you can't assume, yeah, she must have forgiven him. He violated their agreement anyway. He tried to delete the apology several times, block them, and pretend he didn't do this. So yeah, people say that I'm doing this for clout. I did this because I saw the comments in his video, and apparently he's deleting all the comments that defend the girl in any way. So it's just, everybody was blaming her. Everybody was taking up for him and saying, well, if you made amends, why would she bring this up now? She just wants to be famed. This is a stage. Why would you film that? If she did, here's the thing. There's just no way for a female to win. They're like, why would you take the time to record this video? If you didn't record it, there's literally no physical evidence. You see him calmly putting his underwear and his pants back on. And then they're like, yeah, but they probably staged it and undressed him. Why would they? If they didn't ask him for money, if they didn't ask him for any sort of clout or mention, what do they gain from staging an event like that? Instead, they're getting all this hate. Like, nobody comes out as a victim and is praised and accolade. Like, there's like, you lying hoe, you did this for clout, you want to be famous, you just want to tear down another man. That's always the case. And that's why victims usually don't come out, or it takes them years to decide to come out. So I'm just saying. Javius Mitchell, sorry, late online classes, much love. Oh, thank you. So yeah, honestly, I fully knew that with him having over 2 million supporters who don't care whether he's actually guilty or not, that there'd be a lot of backlash and hate from it. So I'm not surprised. Now, I'm not losing subscribers over this. I'm not losing sleep over this. I did what was right. I put out the girl's side of the story. The victim thanked me. Her friend thanked me. So I feel perfectly fine with this. Every time I see a dislike, I'm like, oh, look, another person making excuses for a rapist. Another person supporting a rapist. It is what it is. It's just funny that the only reason he wasn't able to actually like penetrate is because he couldn't. I don't know if that means that he couldn't like get up, or if the girls were able to like overpower him and kick him out before he actually did anything. So that's all I'm saying. And I'm kind of surprised. I expected most of the hate to be from girls like, oh, but my oppa is innocent. That's actually not the case. It's like these grown ass Muslim dudes saying that if this is before he was Muslim, it doesn't matter. Allah forgives him, you should too. It's not my place to forgive him. This is for the girl to forgive him. If he had just followed their agreement, they would not have brought this out. Everybody's like, why wait a year? If he had kept his apology, that vague ass apology up, they would not have come out. But the reason the Twitter handle says deplatform Dao Kim is because he shouldn't hide from this. He says, I spent a year repenting No, you didn't, because you blocked them and tried to pretend this didn't happen. So, yeah. Actually, I wanted to answer that question. Never mind. Okay, I can't read it, but it's an Arabic name. It says, what an Islamophobe? Oh, he's telling me I'm an Islamophobe. I thought he was asking what Islamophobia is, but yeah, no. See, there's no way to win. It's honestly, what this felt like is, you know how people try to use actual facts and actual evidence and actual words and video to try to discredit Trump, and no matter what you say, those Trump believers will not believe him? That's what this is like. People are going to believe that dude regardless of whatever evidence comes out. They will find any reason and any excuse to blame the girl over him. It's funny. But the fact that the people kept asking the same questions lets me know that in my video, I answered the right ones. It's just they chose not to watch. Literally, I felt so bad for like the channel members and all the people who were trying to like defend the situation and the girls, because they were like, I'm losing my mind. I'm repeating the same thing. Why bring it up now? Why let a drunk man in your house? He's Muslim now, so it doesn't matter. Kiki Ava, how old are the girls? Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know their names. That's the thing. Like, people are like, they're trying to get famous. I don't know their names. I don't know how old they are. I know one is Black, one isn't. I'm just saying. Everybody's grown though, so nobody was like a minor, like the One Nation thing. Everybody's grown adults here, but still. People are like, well, why don't you fight this in court? You can't sue someone or press charges if you're not in Korea. Like, if I wanted to sue One Nation, I can't, because I'm not in Korea. I'm not on Korean soil. So you can't do it that way. And the thing is, the only reason, and like I said in my video, I hate being like such an empathetic person, because I started to feel bad for him even when I know I shouldn't, because he looks so pitiful. But part of me is like, he's only this upset because he's caught, because he has to put the situation out there. That's the only reason he's upset, because now he's like, damn, so I did this and I'm so ashamed and I'm so sorry. A lot of people only are sorry after they're caught, and they feel sorry for like, dang, I look stupid now. They're not, if he was actually sorry for what he did to her, they have not talked since he blocked them. He would have reached out to them and apologized. And even when what did I do? Towards the end of the video, but a lot of people didn't make it that far. There's a message. I'm not sure how immediately after the incident went down, but it is before he knew about his stuff being at the police station. So the friend said, my friend is a mess and you traumatized her. I can't believe you did that. We didn't steal your stuff. We sent it to the police station. Like, that's not what this was about. Only thing he could say was, what's the address to the police station? He didn't say, I'm sorry, I can't believe I did that. I don't know what came over me, nothing. He just, where's my stuff? And then she said, that's all you have to say? Like, you should apologize. You should be happy we don't make this public. Then he said, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just... So, what are your thoughts on this? Oh, wait, I should have... Wait, I gotta get my water. Okay. Neely Kadori, can you please do a video about the laws pertaining to this subject? Because I want to go to Asia, but I keep hearing foreign women are not protected from this. Thanks. Sadly, it's not just foreign women. Korean women don't even really get justice like this. That's why I hate to bring it up. But Guada, when she killed herself last year, it was because she felt, well, I'm not going to say what her motive was, but it was a public situation where her ex was like stalking her and trying to frame her for all this stuff. And the court sided with him over her. And she ended up killing herself. So people feel so sorry for him. And, oh, but he shouldn't be shamed in public like this. No one cares about the victim. No one cares about what she's going through. And the like to dislike ratio shows that. They see anything criticizing this dude, dislike, and then ask questions that are answered in the video. This is comical. Like, it's tragic, but comical at the same time. And I feel sorry for, the victim and her friend, because they keep apologizing to me that all this has happened. I was like, look, really, y'all, I'm fine. I'm not going to lose subscribers over this. People who support me saw the video. I'm only getting hate from people who did not watch the video and are brainwashed regardless. So that's all I'm saying. Oh, excuse me. Toby, you made y'all can't defend the R word like that. Yet they do. All sins are forgiven once you become a Muslim. And then a lot of people who don't support him, who happen to be Muslim, are saying that these are the only people who support him are like the extreme Muslims. I don't know the different groups and subgroups and stuff, but they say that, yeah, you're forgiven, but not when you commit bodily harm and not when you fully repent and make amends with the one you wronged. And people are completely overlooking that because his word is enough for them. He said, I apologize, and she sincerely accepted. That's enough for them. They said, well, he apologized. He said it. Never minding that the victim said, yeah, but you went back on the agreement. Like you suffered no consequence from this, and that's not fair. People make mistakes. This was a year ago. So people act like this was like 20 years ago. This was last summer, yo. Like this just happened. Especially as quick as this year's gone by and quick as this year don't even count. People have been isolated in their homes and shut down. This was just last summer. And I even included a video or a picture of him out in January of this year. A girl took a snapshot and you see it says January 10th and people are like, oh, that must be fake. And then one idiot said, oh, does anyone notice he's wearing a different shirt from that picture and in the video? Yeah, those are different nights. He assaulted these girls in January 27th, 2019. He was allegedly out in the club January 10th, 2020. So why would he be wearing the same shirt? People don't listen. They skim through stuff or they skip it all together and they already have their minds made up. And that's the world we live in. Don't get me wrong. There were a few people who were like, I used to support him. And I'm not looking to not get support. I just want people to know the full story. People are like, oh, I used to support him, but I can't believe he did this. Or all the people who are so blind to support him. If you watch the video, you'll change your mind like I did. So I'm just saying, yeah, I can already see that the moderators are quite busy. I am so sorry. I see a lot of stuff is getting deleted and removed. Like I said, I told y'all this is going to happen. People who are just now watching that video like, wait, she's live now? Must go show hate. So I apologize. But yeah, I'm upset that my thumbnail, I'm just like, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Desi May, add me as a moderator. I got you, girl. Oh, don't apologize. We got you. Honestly, the Discord chat was hilarious. It got me through it quite a bit. People were like showing screenshots of what the dumb people were saying and then what they were saying because there's literally no logic in their argument. It's crazy. They just, I'm like I said, I'm just baffled. I was so worried about the wrong thing. I always try to make it my effort to not offend anyone while trying to report a story or situation. I was like, all right, first thing, full disclaimer, any Islamic hates, any Muslim hate is going to be deleted immediately. And that's what's coming to me. People who are Muslim and saying, in the name of Allah, this. I'm just going to read to y'all some of the highlights or the lowlights of what was in the comments. Here we go. Wait, where is it? All right. So there was this one guy who said, bro, you're blaming him for what? He was drunk and it was legally handled. Stop adding on to the problem N-word. Then there was one that said, this is the ugly face of toxic feminism. A man made a mistake and you prey on him like a vulture for clout. Get out of here. So I said, this is a typical face of toxic masculinity. It's always a woman's fault and we should get over it. Feel free to leave my comments, sir. Oh, and there was this other one where someone said something about not trusting women who wear makeup. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Don't trust girls who wear makeup. Yeah. Never, ever believe a woman who wears makeup. Never. She's a liar. People will find any reason to hold a woman at fault. It baffles me. It's just all these same comments are from people who did not watch the video and then just went there. Just said, I know what my Opa said. I know what my guy said. So I'm going to repeat it here. That's why I included words from his mouth. Like I clipped part of his video and then showed the evidence that refuted it directly after. I could have easily showed evidence to like just show how sketchy he is, because there's already a lot of people who think he's only doing this for clout and for fame. But I was like, that's not what this is about. He's on Meef, he's on Tinder, he's asking girl for new pictures, he still drinks, he eats pork still. That's not what this was about. but the evidence is out there. If y'all go on that Twitter account, you can see it for yourself. I wasn't trying to make this a smear campaign. I was just trying to be like, this is the girl's side, and this is why I don't believe him. They will take a man's word over a woman's word plus evidence. He showed the little police report, and so did the girls. So, like, I'm just saying. If you were like, you're so quick to believe the victim, yeah, I do. Plus, she has evidence. Oh, man. Sorry. Lanisha Coots. Drunk or not, taking advantage of someone when they don't give consent or have any knowledge of what's going on is not okay. There's no justification for his action, period. 1,000,000,000% agree. And then people try to say, well, you know, men can be assaulted too, right? I'm like, yeah. What's your point? That's not what this is about. People, they will flip it in any way that best shows their side. Like, it quite baffles me. If I'm ever in the wrong, please tell me. Don't blindly follow me. Like, I need to know. If people tell you everything you're doing is right, no matter how wrong it is, you end up like Trump. I do not want to be like Trump. So if I'm ever in the wrong, please let me know. And usually y'all do. Y'all let me in the comments like, Cece, don't say that. So I appreciate, you know, people correcting me when I mess up, but people are blindly accepting everything he said versus what the girl said plus the evidence they have. And then I'm not too sure about how likely this is to happen, but the victim did say that she's working on a video herself too. It'll probably be shorter, probably won't get any exposure because she's not a YouTuber. But yeah. Pamela Hobb, can I be a mod? Sure, girl. So yeah, do y'all have any questions about this situation? Because we have nothing to hide. Like, I'm open to answer all questions. Oh my God, I love that name. The Momo to Corey Kenshin's bonnet. I love that name. They don't care about male victims until women talk about their experiences. I don't know what that means. I mean, men go through stuff too, but it's not as common as it is for a female. Like, that's just facts. And when people were saying, oh, he's drunk, so it's not his fault. So like I said, most of this was from men. There are some girls who were like, oh, but the reason we as Muslim women don't forgive her. Anyway, if you're a man and you're hanging out with another man and he's drunk and he has his way with you, is it like, dang, I guess I shouldn't have had a drunk friend over? It is what it is. That's not how that works. Lanisha Coots, has he tried to say anything? No, he probably hasn't even seen this video. Of course not. If he blocked the actual victims, he ain't gonna say nothing to me. Rosalia X, I really hope she gets justice. Wait, what? I saw somebody ask, X Leor X, what does Oppa mean? I'm tripping. Oppa is the term that Korean women use to refer to an older man, like an older brother. If I'm talking to any older person, as a female, you call him Oppa. If you're a guy calling a guy an older person, you call him Hyung. And like if you're a girl calling a female someone older, you call her Unni. If you're a guy calling someone older, you call them Nuna. So Oppa is just a female thing to an older Korean guy. But people love their Oppas apparently. Mitch Freedom, why didn't he go to jail? I'm confused. Here, and I said that in the beginning, so if you're a little bit late, I'm just going to explain it again because people are coming in too. So the police were involved that night and everything. The reason he didn't go to jail is because the girls were there on a visit. They did not have money or time to pursue this legally, however long it was dragged out. And they were under the belief that even though he wasn't going to serve jail time, he was still going to be punished with like prosecution and go to courts and all that stuff. So that's why he didn't go to jail. They didn't pursue it because they didn't have the money or time to. And they said, you know what? As long as he's punished and has an apology out there, we're good. Neither of those happened. So that's why people are upset. And the reason they can't really pursue it now is because they were visiting Korea. They don't live in Korea. I found out through this whole One Nation thing, if you're not on Korean soil, you can't sue someone in Korea, which is because you have to be in person to file the report and go to court and all that stuff. So they can't actually sue unless they plan to go back to Korea and then stay there however long it takes. Which update about the whole One Nation thing too. If you guys know Gina Kim, she's a bigger YouTuber. I tried to get her involved with the One Nation thing because she's in Korea and she could probably help spread the word there. So I gave her the information to the One Nation girls and they were talking and everything. So at some point, Gina decided to message one of the One Nation guys directly and ask him, so what is your side of everything that's happened? Like, just a totally innocent question. And his first response was, well, if you pursue this and you're going to be sued too, there's a defamation lawsuit. There's not a He literally didn't try to have a normal conversation with him or with Gina. He just said, you'll be sued if you make a video about it. He was scared because she has over 400,000 subs. Now, as far as I'm aware, the victims are not in Korea right now, nor are the YouTubers who made videos about them. So you can't sue someone overseas. So he tried to make it seem like he's suing me and other YouTubers who talked about it when no, he's not. You can't. So the fact that he tried to scare her off with a lie is really funny. Yeah, his subscription is actually increasing. Yeah, because he had 2.26 million before this came out. Now he has like 2.27 million. So he's getting more support through all this. So that just shows you how the world is right now. Oh, my hip. Comfort zone. Oh, who is she talking about? Yeah, I feel bad when people like just tune in. Yeah, I'm talking about this YouTuber named Dao Kim. Well, his name was J Kim. He changed it to Dao Kim. But yeah, he's a YouTuber who last summer tried to sexually assault a girl and then tried to block them and cover it up. And now they're speaking out and people are defending him over it. So it's interesting. That's effed up. Yeah, that's quite messed up. And it's funny because when I was like trying to do research into who he was, I looked at some of his older videos and he actually used to start off doing like K-pop covers. Like he was like trying to be a musician and a singer and then suddenly started making videos about becoming Muslim. And that's when he became famous. So I'm just saying, if people are talking about clout, I wish I had a teacup to sip because that's it right there. Chell, I hate living in a world where no one will believe the woman, not even other women. That's what blows me. There's so many girls defending this dude. I'm like, okay, so when this happens to you and no one believes you, keep that same energy and don't wonder why people aren't defending you. It's as common as sexual assault is these days, or has always been for that matter. It just really sucks that not even women can defend each other. I'm just saying. um the Kira Walker, sorry, it's a squirrel. I mean, all of a sudden he has morals. Yeah, because like I said, he did not reach out to these girls. He deleted the apology. He blocked them. So he keeps saying he repented and tried to accept forgiveness and moved on. You did not if you blocked them. If someone properly accepts your apology, then there's no hate or animosity. You know what I mean? So obviously she did not accept his apology. I'm just saying. Nia G, what time did she go live? Yeah, I started today at 12 because I'm still trying to experiment with times and everything. But it doesn't seem like 12 and 1 makes all the difference. I might just have to start doing it as soon as I wake up. I tried to post on my Instagram story and on YouTube yesterday that I was going to start at noon today. But maybe I should, if I change the time, I'll give more than like a day's notice. This is so sad. He needs to be dealt with. I fully agree. And then someone said, what do you want? Him to kill himself? I'm like, no. Just want him to be like, I messed up. This is what happened. And then try to make amends. He just tried to hide it. That's the funny thing to me. Alex Hall, can someone give me a summary of what I missed? I'm just recapping on what happened yesterday with the reception from the Dao Kim video. Because of, I'm sure a lot of people are like, why are there so many dislikes and where's all this hate coming from? They're literally coming from people who just blindly support him. They refuse to watch the video. They refuse to see the evidence. They said, well, he said this, so my mind's made up, just like Trump. Marie, his apology was ridiculous, though. I mean, if you can even call it an apology. That's what I'm saying. If I was just scrolling Instagram and I see this vague statement, I'd be like, what's he even talking about? Not even anywhere in that does it say, I am sorry. The incident was handled between the two parties. So for the sake of the two parties, don't discuss this any further. Don't mention this any further. That's not an apology. Like, what are you talking about? Easier too late now to say sorry. And then, like I said, I feel really bad because the victim and her friend feel bad about the reception of this video. But again, whether you dislike the video, whether you like the video or comment, you're promoting it. That's engagement. So all the people who want to be like, dislike because I don't like this story, you're helping to get promoted. I think even like one of the most disliked videos on YouTube is, what is that? Baby, baby, baby. And it still has like 1 billion views. So disliking a video does not really do anything. It just gives you like, I'm sorry. But yeah, they feel bad because they're worried about me getting hate. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I would feel differently about this if this hate was coming from like something I said or I did or something wrong that happened on my account. I didn't do anything wrong. The girls didn't do anything wrong. It's literally just because he has 2 million subscribers and I have 46,000. So it's like David and Goliath, sort of. Like, I'm not going to win. But at least the video's out there and it's pissing off some of his supporters. So I'm here for it. I'm just saying. Gabby Tony the T. So yeah, do you guys have any other questions? I mean, I don't want this whole video to be just about this situation, but if people want to talk about it, I'm more than happy to because I have a lot to say. But, you know, we can also talk about the typical Korean stuff too, so. Now what's that song stuck in my head? Antoinette, did they know him before Korea or did they meet that night? If they met before, is that why the girl was comfortable for him to stay over? According to their tweets and everything, they met that night and they were surprised to see him out because he's Muslim. They were surprised to see him drinking because he's Muslim, but they said they knew of him because they're Muslim and on their YouTube suggestions, they've seen some of his videos. And that's another thing. I mean, you would think that someone who was publicly well known like that, because at the time he had like 200,000 subs. So it just shows you once he became a Muslim, he grew like 1.7-ish million subscribers. But yeah, you would think that someone who has like an audience and a platform would not do that because it would come out. So maybe they felt safe for doing it. I don't know. But like I said, the victim herself was asleep. She did not invite him over. She did not know he was going to be there. And that's probably why she went to sleep with a door unlocked. She thought it would be just her and her friend in their 2-bedroom Airbnb. The friend decided to let him sleep on the couch because when she went out to meet him, he did not have the address to their house like he said he did in the video. And the screenshots of J. Kim on Kakao talking to this girl, she went out to Sangsu Station to meet him. They were supposed to get food, and he was passed out in the street. I'm 3 hours from home. So she gives him water and food and lets him sleep on the couch. Her bedroom's locked. The victim's wasn't. He tried both, but because the victim's door was unlocked, he went for her. And it's just funny. People are like, well, why would you let a drunk man spend the night? You would think as humans, we try to help people, but if you help people, you're seen as being stupid. That's crazy. Edna Walker, is it okay to reveal her name? I actually don't know her name. I just have her Twitter and her Instagram. I don't know her name. I'm not going to release that. She will if she wants to, but yeah. Nicolette, it's bad that you can't trust people, you know? It's true. Chell, if this was a black man, he'd be sentenced to death by now, right? And that's the thing. Actually, he's getting roasted pretty bad in Korea right now. The people, like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, there is the oppas, like they're fighting for their oppa, trying to. Actually, all the support's coming from like Muslim people who aren't even in Korea. Koreans are roasting him. There's articles. He even made it to all K-pop news, and people kept like commenting like, oh, he's trying to blame it on alcohol. He's not sorry. Koreans don't seem to perceive him well. Like, he's being roasted there, which makes me feel better because at least some people are holding him accountable. His 2 million people are just like, our guy can do no wrong. There were a few people who said, oh my God, after seeing your video, I unsubscribed. He didn't present the full truth. But yeah. Nia G, when did you go live? I went live at noon today, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm sorry. Next time I change the time, I'll like do more than a day's notice. But honestly, I wanted to start earlier today, and I didn't fully think the video from yesterday would blow up like this. So I was like, oh, we gotta talk about it. And then the crazy thing is, this is actually the most views I've gotten in 24 hours. So again, they are upset and keep disliking and commenting, but it's helping promote the video. As long as it's YouTuber friendly, like it's still being monetized, YouTube's not going to remove it. There was a girl who made a video about him and hers got deleted on YouTube. They took it down. So again, like I said earlier, I'm really grateful to the Discord members because they told me, look, you should mute some words, you should trim it down to make it like ad friendly. And if I didn't do that, there's a good chance the video would come down. But because currently it's still ad friendly, no matter how many times they want to try and flag it and report it, which they did say, they said, if you're Muslim, let's dislike the video. If you're Muslim, let's flag the video so it gets removed. YouTube deems it ad friendly, so they're going to keep promoting it because people are talking about it and people are watching it, and it makes them money too. So I'm just saying. Adrian Green, is this type of action normal in Korea? How do Koreans as a whole feel about this type of behavior? I hate to say it, but there are many countries around the world where like assault against women are not really pursued seriously. Like you see how late it finally took to have the Me Too movement in the States. And even then, people still call these girls liars. Look at how many people accuse Trump and they're like, they're lying. They're doing this for clout. So yeah, sorry, what was the question again? Oh yeah, is it normal in Korea? I hate to say it, but even for Korean women, getting justice in matters like this is pretty difficult. So for a foreigner, it's a lot more difficult. And like I said, they were led to believe that he was still going to face a punishment. His lawyer was like, oh, we should settle the matter. He has a bright future in front of him. He has a bright career in front of him. So everybody kind of wanted to hush this up. But there was a Korean female cop who supported the fact that they decided to tweet out about this that night. Because I was confused when I saw the date. I was like, wait, they posted this on Twitter already? But I thought people were saying like they just went out about this now. But they did tweet about it that night when it happened. They just decided to not advertise it or promote it or share it anymore because at the time he had his apology up, he apologized, whatever. But as soon as he decided to take it down and block them, they said, you're not going to do that. So they decided to like, we're going to tell everybody what you did since you clearly aren't sorry. You don't block someone and delete your apology to them if you're sorry. I'm just saying. Lanisha Coops, people who support him support Trump. Pretty much. Nili Kadori, I wonder if he's down. If he's down meetups with subs. I wonder if he's meetups with subs. Honestly, I don't know much about him. I don't. I didn't know who he was until this came out. And when I kind of saw who it was, I was like, ooh, that's a lot of subscribers. This is going to be dangerous. But I don't know. I don't feel bad. It's whatever _ Sarai. I just got here. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Dao Kim because his supporters are blindly accepting what he says versus the witnesses, versus the evidence, versus the video that the victims have put out. They say, he said this, he did that. It doesn't matter because he said this. You have no evidence. There's literally evidence in the video. There's screenshots, there's video. His own words are contradicted by what the girls posted as evidence, and people still believe him over them. And it's not anything new. It's not anything unpredictable, but yeah. Oh boy. If it's too late now, say sorry. I think I might go ahead and start eating my yogurt. I feel there's some messy food. I got chunks of blueberries in there. And then people came to my video saying that he was deleting their comments because, wait, what was it? They were saying that he deleted their comments because they were showing sympathy for the victim. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I'm just, so yeah. Can we appreciate Cece for explaining the story for everyone here? FA. I don't mind sharing it. I there's nothing to hide here. Like this dude's, I'm Dao Kim. I repent for my. Honestly, I feel like maybe that video shouldn't have been in English because even still trying to do the benefit of the doubt, he might not have explained things the best he could because it was in a language he does not know. So I don't know. I mean, saying things like she gave me the address and allowed me to come. No, she didn't. She told you what station to meet her at. She had no intention of allowing you into their house. Y'all were supposed to go out and eat. You didn't mention any of that though. You just said, well, she let me come over. That's not how that was. And even if this victim did let him in his house while he was drunk, or her house while he was drunk, not everybody has a sister or daughter, but everybody has a mother. And it's sad that you even have to put things into like perspective like this for people to be like, yeah, I guess that would be fucked up. But like, what if you had a mom who decided to help take care of a drunk man and he decided to have his way with her? And you'd be like, Mom, why'd you do that? That's your fault. You're not supposed to let a drunk dude in the house. No, what? You guys ever see Zoolander? There's like a scene at the end where Mugatu's like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And that's exactly how I feel. And honestly, I'm kind of like, I was talking to Jen. She's not here yet, but I was talking to her on Instagram and she's like, you got tough skin, girl. Honestly, earlier Isis probably would be upset and crying right now. Like, why are they being so hateful? All I did was tell the truth. But because, like I said, they're just blindly like dislike. So it does not bother me. These are petty, not happy, brainwashed, unintelligent, lonely dudes probably. So I don't mind. And they're honestly, people disliking the video probably hella sexist, and they probably believe that everything a man does is fine, and everything a woman does is her fault. Everything we do to a woman is also her fault. So it really truly doesn't bother me. Ayana, yep, nothing excuses his behavior. I totally agree. People say, oh, it's the alcohol. It's because he wasn't a Muslim yet. It's because she let him in. Irrelevant. If, like I said in the video, if I am driving drunk and I kill someone, nobody goes, well, she was drunk, so that ain't her fault. Blame it on the goose. I'm still going to jail. Like, what do you mean? I see people talking about the ice cream song. I actually liked it more than How You Like That. It was like a cute, bubbly song, but I mean, it's okay. I love Selena Gomez, so I guess I'm a little biased, but yeah, it was okay. It was kind of funny how I didn't know most of it was going to be in English. I feel like they're in direct competition with BTS. BTS just released their first English song, and then they decided to release a mostly English song, I think, except for like Lisa's last rap. So I think it's really funny. Lisa went off. Yeah, moderators are busy, man. I appreciate it. Aladdin, Jisoo needed more song time. I agree, but she is like the only member who doesn't speak English that well, so they probably said, well, we'll give you a little something. But Dav, okay, let me slow down. Davronba? I can't read. I'm gonna call you DX because I'm sorry. Which song did you like most, Dynamite or Ice Cream? I think I like Dynamite more. I mean, it's a more upbeat, fun song. Ice Cream was also really upbeat and overly cute, but I think it's like Dynamite's more catchy. And I like the more unique 70s beat. Well, not unique, but like, yeah, I guess unique. The 70s are kind of making a comeback, but I think I do like that beat more. Well, in the club, it was funny because I remember they do the BTS members did like this sing with me karaoke time, and I expected Namjoon of all people to know most of the lyrics, but he seemed to be like, and then look away. I was like, you speak English and you don't know this song. Oh wait, okay, crap, it's going away. Okay, there we go. There you go, Rosalia X. I'm sorry. So true, that beat. Whoa. I do think it was funny how people thought they were saying fuck yourself with a little fuck yourself. It does sound like that, but I still don't know if they're saying funky soul or funky song. Either way, it's not with yourself. So it's funny. Chioma N. So if I rape a man, then convert to Christianity, I'm forgiven. That's dumb. Yeah, that's another argument I didn't understand people were making. I mean, I don't know a lot about religion, but with most religions, once you newly join that religion, it's like a spiritual thing where they say your past sins are forgiven. That seems to be more of an abstract thing, not so much a literal. Like I can't run somebody over by a bus, convert to a new religion the next day, and all is forgiven. You know what I mean? Every major religion has like that mindset where once you join, like with baptisms and Christianity, once you join, your past sins are gone. And then this girl said, oh, you're a Christian, so you don't need to talk about Muslim matters. I'm like, I'm actually not Christian though, but you know, that's cool. I'm not an overly religious person. I don't really, I guess I'd be agnostic if anything. So her assuming I was Christian was kind of funny, but pretty typical. That song's gonna be stuck in my head. Alex Hall, that girl was annoying. Yeah, they were, I think her name was like Jessica or something. They were going back and forth with this girl. She finally shut up, but she was just repeating the same dumb stuff. And they was like sending all these gifs of just the keyboards. Yo, they were really funny. I'm really, really grateful for not having to fight all those dumb comments by myself. Like a lot of people helped me survive the first wave. They were like, girl, watch the video and you'll see the evidence. Bun me over. Yes, Jessica. Oh my gosh. She was my favorite imbecile. Oh gosh, yeah. Sham Wowzer, did you just assume my religion? Yeah, people do that. That happened. I was like, and people were like, oh, but this isn't about religion. This is about what he did. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was saying. But people are like, oh, but he's Muslim now, so it's okay. People made it about religion when that was not the point. It was not meant to be about that. It was about addressing what he did and how he tried to pretend it didn't happen. People, I don't know why there was agreement. It was finished legally. And I keep looking down because that's all he kept doing. It was solved legally and it was finished. It was concluded, whatever he said. Yeah, until you decided to violate your agreement. You decided block, delete, let me enjoy my newfound growth and fame. Like you didn't do what you did. I repent for a year. No, you didn't, because you blocked them and tried to pretend you didn't do it. I honestly, I don't get sick of talking about this. Verbally texting it was a little annoying because people kept saying, but he was drunk. Why would you let a drunk guy in? I'm just like I said 300 times, she did not let him in. She was asleep. Her only crime was sleeping with a door unlocked. If she slept with a door locked, nobody would have been assaulted that night. I don't know how. I feel like all throughout time, everything has been about not tempting the man. Like you shouldn't wear such a low cut top because men will attack you. Men will thirst over you. Even in school, like I remember the dress code, you couldn't wear like spaghetti straps because it was distracting to other boys. What? How about you tell him to focus on his stuff and stop worrying about what I'm doing? That's. And there was this really great YouTube video I remember seeing. I was watching, 2 summers ago, I kind of went on this whole binge about like a female like sexual assault in other countries. And even though it's bad in America, it's way worse in a lot of other countries around the world. So I was watching this one about India and how groups of guys are being interviewed and saying that they blame a woman if she's wearing hot pants, then she's asking for it. Hot pants, by the way, are like skinny jeans, like fitted skinny jeans. They call them hot pants. And they said it's her fault if they attract their eye and attract their attention. It's their fault if they're out without another man to protect them or watch over them. I'm like, what? So there was like this experiment where a woman, the same woman, she was walking, I guess, behind someone who had like a GoPro in the back of his camera. So you could see what was happening to the girl behind him. She was wearing like a fitted low-cut shirt with hot pants, skinny jeans. And she's just walking. And of course, a lot of guys were like, hey, and trying to follow her and looking her up and down. And as she passed by, just checking her out. And then she did the same video wearing like more, I guess, traditional Hindi garbs. I'm sorry. I don't know the cultures and terminology, but she was like wearing a sari. She was covered up. And people were still like, hey, not as much. I've granted that. But it just shows you, even when you cover yourself up, dudes be thirsting. Like you can't, no matter what you do, you can't win. I could be in a turtleneck and a burlap sack and a dude will try to have his way. She was asleep. Like what? I just when I found out this all happened the same night that she landed in Korea. She's excited about this trip in Korea. The first night there, she gets assaulted by a dude in her sleep. But it's okay because he's Muslim now. And honestly, this is probably why I will stay single forever. No man is worthy. Like these nobody. I'm just I miss the time when men actually protected women and defended women instead of making excuses for other rapists because they're like, men can do no wrong. So yeah, that was all the defensive things people were trying to say. Now dynamite stuck in my head. Light it up like dynamite. Whoa. Let me turn on my fan. I'm getting heated. um. The how do you is the G silent? Diagnosis? I don't think it's diagnosis. I don't know. I can't read. It's the worst in India. Honestly, I remember, and I saw one about Cambodia too. And for those who don't know, one of my exes is Cambodian, and we broke up in like 2016, but we still like there's no beef. Like we still message each other every now and then on Instagram or whatever. But and then we just saw each other earlier this year and did that video together, the Q&A. But yeah, so I was watching this video about like R-word culture in Cambodia and how there was groups of guys who gang R-word a girl because it's like a male bonding experience. They like to take turns holding her down and doing stuff. So out of nowhere, no warning, unfair attacks. I texted my ex like, "You piece of ass!" Like he said, "What I do?" And I was like, "You're people," just being ridiculous. I was joking, but yeah, he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty bad in Cambodia too." And there's a lot of countries where people just don't respect women. And seeing some of the responses, I'm like, wow, people really don't respect women. Everything is a girl's fault. It's a bonding activity. I'm like, y'all need to find me ways to bond because that's illegal. Excuse me. I should have put tea in here. Tea's hot. But that's actually reminds me of a good question I got on Instagram last night. A girl asked, because in many of my videos and in a lot of people who talks about it, they say that like Korea is a very safe country. Honestly, to this day, even though in all of this assault stuff that's been going on, I've never felt safer in any country than I did in like Korea and Japan. So crime against women is prevalent everywhere. I can't talk either. But crime rates in Korea are generally lower, like overall. So it still happens to women and stuff, but not as often as maybe other countries. So yeah. Whew. And then I was not pleasantly, but I was kind of surprised that because of all the people who are defending him because he's Muslim now, there were a lot of Muslims saying, actually, for crimes like this, you get the death penalty in a lot of Arabic countries. So people need to stop acting like because he's Muslim now it's okay. So I found that interesting too. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Here's something about leaving and going to another universe because other humans will just be there too. Yeah, there's nowhere to be safe. You could try to start a colony on the moon or something, but oh, that's a good point. Isali, just think 100 years ago, you couldn't film with a camera if anything happened. And that's how it is too with all these people getting shot in America by cops. Just imagine how much still isn't being filmed or how much stuff happened before people could just put up their phone and record it. And then people saying, well, this all seems staged to me. Why would they film this? Then if they don't, and they don't even have the video evidence, there's no way to win. You look guilty if you film it because it looks staged, and then you seem less credible if you don't have the video because you didn't film. Oh man. Katie Berry, can you talk about hidden cameras in Korea? I watched a BBC documentary on it. Yeah, uh, yeah. I myself, I'm not too familiar with it. I do remember seeing many like female police officers in like groups. They would go to like the subway bathrooms and stuff, and they had like these tech like little scanners and stuff to try and like scan around the trash cans and around the toilet. And any cameras they find, they would put in a little baggie and seal it off. And they used to do these sweeps pretty often. So myself personally, I didn't really use the bathroom in public, so my bladder is probably destroyed. But whenever we were like at Han River, I would never use the bathroom there. Whenever we were at the stations, I would never use the bathroom there. But yeah, there's little markets and stuff and like little shady areas that sell the tiniest cameras, like literally could fit on the point of like a ballpoint pen, and people buy them and they install them and sell them online, the video online, and stream it and stuff in some cases. They like to watch girls go to the bathroom. And not only that, they're in some hotel rooms and stuff. And guys like to do spy cams with their girlfriends. And then when they break up, they want to release it. Or they want to show people while they're together because they think it's cool. So yeah, it's no way to win. Thinasis, it's not safe for women. I'm good. If it's not safe for women, I'm good. Yeah. Ferlin Wijaya, are cameras in Korea really common? They're more common than they should be, and they're more common than many other countries. I mean, I personally have never like come across like, oh my God, but I also don't go to bathrooms and stuff because of the fear of that. So yeah, it's common enough where there are videos out there on YouTube about this. Girls putting their stories out there about that time that they were filmed, or spy cam and spy porn and stuff. And it necessitates police officers going through bathrooms and scanning for them. So it's pretty common, unfortunately. And which is why with all this like unified apparent hate against women, you would think other women would want to support each other, but that ain't always the case either. I don't understand it. It's like women see stuff as a competition. Like, well, he did this to you, but he won't do it to me. Or I'm better than her, so that I'm immune from this. Like, no, if it happened to her, it could happen to you too. So keep that mindset and keep that same energy. Be protective, not defensive. You know what I mean? Daisy May, I make sure I go before. Yeah, me too. I will hold my bladder and die, but because I'm like that on the planes too. I don't like the small bathroom planes, so I'll just hold my bladder, and usually it's okay. One day it's just gonna pop, but hopefully that don't happen. Little Tay, if only if us women can unite. Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's to the point where I expect hate from dudes because they're dudes. But when I see it from another woman too, saying these women are to blame. I'm a Muslim woman, and this is why I don't forgive her. I'm like, what? Carry that same energy if something happens to you. It's already like victims already blame themselves enough as it is, and then to hear from other people who don't even know them or the situation well, it's just like the salt in the wound. You know what I mean? Like girls are already like, did I look at him funny? Like, did I make him think that I wanted him? I should have locked my door. I should have taken that walk at night. And that's why they don't come out about it publicly, because everybody calls them stupid and a liar, and it's their fault for being in that situation. Like, why do people act like men are entitled to the female body? Like, whatever we do, whatever they choose to do is our fault. Like, well, like it's an automatic thing that's going to happen. Like when somebody's in a sketchy neighborhood at night, nobody and it gets shot. They're like, why were you in that neighborhood? Nobody really does that. They're like, we need to put that dude in jail. But when it's a girl who gets assaulted, you shouldn't have been out so late, sweetie. These double standards make me sick, man. And like I said, I'm disappointed in myself even a little bit, because when I watched this video, I did feel sorry for him. I was like, why do I feel bad for him? I know what he did. I saw the receipts. I saw the video. And honestly, when I first saw the TikTok video and I saw like the little bleeps, I didn't realize he was butt naked. I didn't realize he was putting on his underwear and his jeans. I didn't know he stripped himself down completely that much. And I still was like, oh, he looks really sorry. And I hate that because I know he fucked up. So I have no sympathy for him. I especially seeing the type of people who support him. They make him look bad. And now I see what type of people like that. And I don't need anything to do with it. Toby Yume, why would he be naked? Right. And some of his people are saying that the girls must have gotten him naked to set him up. You cannot blame your crime on not remember doing it. You still did it, especially if there's video evidence, especially if there's text, like puts you in the place, video that puts you there, like there's timestamps and stuff, and people still rather believe his word over what happened. Shem Wowzer, no, you're right. He is sorry. Yeah, he's sorry he got caught. I'm sure he's sorry he got caught. I'm sure he's sorry he was in that situation, because if they did not go public, none of us would know about this. He was just going to ignore them, block them, and pretend this never happened. Is it too late now to say sorry? Oh, man. Deja R, that's not an excuse for him being drunk. He needs to be held accountable. Facts. If I burn somebody's house down while I'm drunk, it's not going to be, oh, you was drunk, you good. Help me rebuild, though? Like, that's not how it goes. I'm still going to jail for arson. Especially if there's proof that I did it. Jay only, anyone defending him or making excuses for him are telling on themselves. Right. You're saying the type of character you are, and we're seeing that. It's like, okay, so this is who you are. I get it. All right, so do y'all have like questions and stuff? Because I feel like I'm just ranting more. Oh, Jesus Christ, there she is. Hey, CC and everyone. Yeah, girl, the moderators are pretty busy today, so brace yourself. People have already tried to tune in to call me an Islamophobe when I literally in my video said any Islamophobic or hateful comments towards Muslims will be deleted, but I'm the Islamophobe. Okay. Little Tay, we're loving your rants, though. Better saying my piece, but I also feel like I am just repeating myself a little too much. Admittance, when will you travel back to Korea? Honestly, whenever it's safe. Like I said, last week, they're having like a second wave of corona in their country. And I don't fully know when it'll be safe enough to go. And I definitely want to make sure I am here on November 3rd to vote. So usually when I go, I feel like I want to stay at least like a month or 2 months or something. Like just a 2-week visit just would not do it for me. So I really don't know. It will be sometime this year. I don't know if it'll be in the winter or in the fall, but I am definitely going back sometime this year because I have been to Korea every year for the past 3 years and I don't want to break that streak. So Nicolette, anything new coming up? Well, tomorrow I'm going to San Francisco for the weekend and I've never been. So I'm thinking about vlogging it just because I miss vlogging. I'm just going with one friend. It's just going to be like a 2-person road trip. Everything's probably still closed, but I still really want to go. And I haven't vlogged anything since pre-corona. Well, pretty much as corona was breaking out. But normally I like to, like vlog stuff. I miss vlogging. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a San Francisco live stream. Also, for the channel members, I am finally going to upload my fire dance cover. Literally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little proud of myself that it only took me 1 day to learn the choreo, but the next day I was so sore. Like literally the outer parts of my quads, I couldn't stand up and get down without wincing. The outer part of my arms, my neck, probably from the part that they do, like all sides of my neck was throbbing. My back muscles, the size of my abs, I was like, no wonder they got thighs of steel. Like I'm really sore. So I'm gonna finally upload that on Monday. And I see people asking about the Zoom call. I'm trying to do that next week when I get back from San Francisco, but I still didn't get a lot of time zone responses from people. I posted on the like membership tab, if you want to do a Zoom call, let me know your time zone and the times you're free. I still didn't get that many messages from people, so I'm trying to let people see it and respond, because I think a good 22 or so people have responded so far, but there's more members than that. So I don't know if people want to like, if they didn't see it or not, but I don't want people to be like, you did it, and then they miss it. So I'm trying to give people time to fill up too. But I do want to do that next week, because it's been like a month now, almost a month since I started the membership thing, and I said I was going to do Zoom calls, so we're going to do that. Deandra Hall, what happened with you and California guy? Oh, we're just friends. We still hang out, not as much as we used to, but it's not there. We're not a good match. Dang, why is that so stuck in my head? Rudy 90, will you ever go back to Korea to live there again for a time period? Nah. I do gotta admit, I don't know if I really see myself living in America, especially if Trump wins, I'm out. No questions asked. I am leaving. I don't know where. I'm out. Just I'm out. But even if he doesn't win, I don't really know if I see myself fully living in America. I don't know, because I still don't know what's going on with United. I don't know where I'll be based. It would be nice to be based in like London or Tokyo or Hong Kong or something, because those are options too. But as far as living in Korea, I don't really see that anymore. Sorry. I feel like 2 years was enough. I do like to visit and stuff, but I don't want to live in Korea anymore. Winter Bear, dang, imagine being able to dip. I mean, it's not as difficult as y'all might think. Oh, my leg. Like, because there's like a lot of odd jobs and stuff people can do in other countries. Y'all can take that teaching abroad job you've always dreamed of. Like, even when I visited Korea for 3 months last year, I did a bunch of like odd stuff, like voiceovers stuff, facial recognition, and that helped me get by a lot in Seoul. So, you know. Oh, Winter Bear, you're 27 and I'm still a teenager, bro. Okay, yeah, my bad. And even my parents, they keep joking, like, we said we was going to Canada back in 2016, but if he wins again, we're going to Canada. So oh man, it's crazy. Winter Bear, not just the money, my age, bruh. Yeah. Honestly, the money too is probably why I don't really see myself going to Korea anytime soon, because with the pandemic and stuff, things are unstable. I do want to go sometime this year. Honestly, back in like April, I was pretty convinced I was going to go back in September or next month in September, but I don't know if anybody really predicted that Corona would be this bad, or that Trump's response would be so abysmal and let it get so rampant. But here we are. And it's just, I don't want to get on a plane. Like, I'm scared to get on a plane. And then I saw this post that Delta had to ban over 250 passengers because they refused to wear a mask on a plane. Let me get on a plane with somebody who refuses to wear a mask. I will kick them out the door myself. We're not playing that game, man. We are not playing that game. Jesus Christ. I'll be 21 in 2 weeks. It's sad as fuck. Hey, so you're a Virgo then, right? I love my Virgos, if you guys haven't noticed. Did you guys see that video of Namjoon and Jungkook where they had this weird telepathy moment where they were just like, marry me, and just looked at each other like, because they said it at the same time, and we're just like, whoa, that's crazy. I thought that was so cute. That was so sweet. I love those boys. They're my Virgos. Aladdin, I just turned 16 on the 23rd. Y'all are young. I be forgetting how young people here are. Wow, 16. I turned 23 on the 11th. Oh, that's the day before Namjoon. You seem like good company. X Leo X, September 6th. Virgo Squad, Remy's World. I don't know why I like Virgos so much. Like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that so many of my exes are Virgos. because obviously they're exes for a reason. It didn't work out, but those are the ones who usually become bae. Virgos and Capricorns. Yeah. Like if you guys saw the Q&A video I did with my ex, he's a Capricorn. He's actually only like 2 days older than JB. So that kind of made me like him too. I was like, y'all are like the same person, basically. And then, who's a Virgo? The most recent ex I had, his birthday was like August 20 something, 25th or 26th. So his just passed. And my little sister, she's a Virgo. Her birthday was on the 26th. Lanisha Coots, I'm 22, turning 23 in April. April squad. April's the best month. We even have the best birthstone. We got diamonds. Some of y'all got aquamarines and pearls. Mimi's World, September 14th. I gotta try to remember these birthdays because I want to be like, sing it, you got me da. I want to try to, address it. I don't want to be like, when's your birthday again? Because I hate that, but it's hard to keep track sometimes. Monday of cosplay, Agase. Hi, everyone. Well, hello there. Death Valley, 27 gang. Gang, gang, gang. 13? Oh, my goodness. I'm 13. I was born on June. I'm a Gemini. Dang, y'all 13. Y'all young. This is crazy. April 13th. Same birthday as me? Zakira Walker. No way. Oh my God, you're like my birthday twin. It's funny because I feel like there are like certain times of the year and certain birthdays that seem more common than other birthdays. Yeah, I feel like most Aries, they're usually born in like early April or like late. Like I feel like I met a billion people born on like March 30th, March 23rd, March 27th, April 3rd, but I don't really find too many people born in like the mid-April. So that's what's up. Oh, that's crazy. Yes, see love, 88, Capricorn, January 7th. I'm 32 young. Yes, another Capricorn too. Paula Garcia. Oh, the day after G-Men, October 14th. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. Wow. CC, you have the same birthday as my cousin. Wow. That is so cool. Because I remember even like on Facebook, back when I like still use Facebook, you get like a notification of all the people's birthdays. I swear there'd be days where like 5, 6 people had the same birthday, and then gaps where nobody has the same birthday, and then 10 people were born on this day. It's crazy. Jeffrey Lalonde, my sister is April 14th. That guy who stood me up for prom was April 14th too. Yeah, he was an a-hole. And that's why I thought we'd get along. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm like a day older than you. That's so cool. Nope, not cool. He stood me up for prom. Jesus Christ, 9/9/1999. That seemed like bad luck. So, do y'all got any other questions? 다른 질문이에요? Do you have any other questions? Chuma and a whole Pisces. My mom, my little brother, and my dad are all Pisces. It's crazy. My brother's March 17th. My mom's March 7th. My dad's February 19th. Everybody's a Pisces. Even though my dad's like, I'm on the cusp. So I'm an Aquarius and a Pisces. Like, no, Dad, you're a Pisces. Some charts like record different days, but Dad, you're a Pisces. Remi's World, is that a Koya shirt I see? It is. My auntie got it for me for Christmas last year. She's got me this phone case too. Because she's like, what do you want for Christmas? Because you were gone in Korea for 2 years. I don't know you anymore. I was like, anything with Koya's face on it. So she got me this and my phone case. Death Valley, how's your Korean studying going? It slowed a little bit in the last week. I'm not going to front. Because I think I did upload like 2 videos last week, and they were kind of close together. So I was doing editing and research type stuff, and I've been also binging a little bit of anime. But I am happy because I finally memorized all the lyrics to Black Swan, and I feel like I understand structure a little bit better, even though it's still a tongue twister. All those 심장이 되지 않은데 떠나는 막도 뚜루대. I was like day. So like it does help with pronunciation and stuff. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting to understand sentence structure, but I still need to practice. way, way more. Llama Awkward Man. I'm sorry, the MAHN. What anime have you been watching? That man, it made me think of Fairy Tale. It's Ichio? Man, your parfum. Man. But yeah, I have been actually, okay, so 2 years ago or so, I watched Black Clover and I thought it was the end. I didn't know it was still ongoing. I didn't know I missed the whole season and it's still airing right now, but it's been delayed a bit because of Corona. So I've been watching Black Clover, which after watching Fairy Tale, I'm like, this is the exact same thing. And I've also been watching like a mystery one. It's only like 24 episodes. It's called Ghostic. It's set in like the 1920s and it's set in a fictional European country. And there's a Japanese man, I think his name's like Kazuya or something. And he's studying at school there. He meets this mysterious Sherlock Holmesian girl and they solve mysteries together and they end up falling for each other. And it's a very mysterious type of thing. It's really good. Now the song stuck in my head. 심장이 되지 않는데 또 눈을 막을 들을 때 trying to pull up 시간이 멈추듯 해. Oh, that would be my first death. I've been always afraid of 시계 나를 더 못해 물었다면 내 가슴을 더 떨리게 못하다면. Honestly though, I'm still trying to understand why even words that are spelled like ige and pronounced like ige in songs, they get pronounced as shige. Because Namjoon did that too. And I'm like, wait, why is he saying shige? It's ige. And the first time I heard that was when I was first learning how to read Korean. And Taeyang had this song called ige aninde. And when he sings it, he's like, shige aninde, shige. I'm like, why are they saying shige? So that's the one thing I would love for someone to explain to me because I don't understand what that means. It says ige. And when you read it in normal speaking, it's ige. But when you sing it, you say shige. I don't know. I don't get it. All right. That song's me stuck in my head. Abby Eki? I think Eki. Have you ever worked in a Korean high school? Thank God, no, I have not. I could not deal with no mood-swingy, hormonal teenagers. I've only worked in elementary school. I worked at 3 different elementary schools. In Jeju, I worked at Bomok Chodenghakyo. In Taean, I worked in Samsung Chodenghakyo. I was like, I ain't gonna forget that. It's Samsung Elementary. And then Mohang Chodenghakyo. Like near Malipo Beach, sort of. Yeah. I was kind of, when I learned the lyrics, I didn't even realize Suga was speaking English. He says, oh, that would be my first death. I've been always afraid of. I did not know that was English until I was looking at the lyrics. My bad. Joy asks, I gotta go soon. Mods keep modding. Thank you for your service. Or do the Attack on Titan salute. Oh man. Do your thing. Do your thing with me now. Do your thing. Do your thing with me now. See, and I feel bad because people think I'm ignoring their comments, but I'm really not. It's just sometimes they scroll, I'm looking away, and then I look back and it's just gone. So I will, Black Cat 0914, I will try to find your comment. I hope it wasn't like long ago because I have no, okay, there we go. Cece, you might be able to get your driver's license without taking a driving test if you have your permit. Oh, I don't have a permit anymore. I got it back when I was like 18 and then expired when I went to college. No, I don't have a permit. I haven't really been pursuing driving this year like I had planned to because of Corona. I haven't been going anywhere. And I'm also not in the state that I am like registered as living in. Like my ID is still from Maryland. I still get hella mail from my mom's house in Maryland. Here was only supposed to be temporary. Like that's so crazy. And we're going into fall. Thank God. I don't like summer. Oh God, I hate summer. I don't like bugs. I don't like sweating. I don't like feeling musty and dirty. So I'm so excited for fall. That's when I come alive. I come alive in the fall time. Weekend. Sorry. Sarita J, I just came on. Did you discuss the Blackpink and Selena collab yet? We did briefly. It seems the reviews are more mixed than I expected. I actually liked it more than how you like that. You know, it was cute and bubbly, and I love Selena Gomez, and it was cute how even though she wasn't actually on the same set with them, the sets were done very well. Where it actually, I'm like, you could see that, like it looks like it's in the same place. So I thought that was really cool. But it seems like they're in direct competition with BTS. Like BTS in their English song, and then I didn't know Ice Cream was gonna be like mostly English until Lisa went off at the end. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew obviously they have a lot of English speakers, so I knew there'd be a good amount. But it was even Jisoo was singing in English for her like little part, so I wasn't expecting that. Aria, stick them with the pointy end snare. What song was Selena? Last night they released a song called Ice Cream on YouTube. Looking fine, looking sweet, something good enough to eat. I don't know the words. Marie, you should do a reaction video to Trevor. I'd probably just be like passed out the whole time. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. Or entertaining, because I would just be like, and not saying anything. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. Pamela Hobbs' army shall win. Tomorrow, would you go back to Japan? Absolutely. Speaking of Japan, did you guys hear that Shinzo Abe resigned last night as the prime minister? Because of like health reasons. And he's like the longest serving prime minister. It's been like 7 years or so. Yeah, he resigned. I did not expect that. But yeah, of course, I'm absolutely planning to visit Japan again. Oh my God. This time I want to vlog it because when I went, I wasn't YouTubing anything yet. But I definitely plan to go as a vlogger. I saw someone ask if I'm gonna watch the VMAs. Honestly, no, because it's this Sunday, right? And I'm gonna be probably busy sightseeing as much as I can during a pandemic. But I'm gonna be in San Francisco, leaving for San Francisco tomorrow morning. So I'll probably be out looking at stuff. I just want to see the Golden Gate Bridge. And for the K-pop cover I'm trying to find something scenic and pretty to do it in front of. So hopefully the gorgeous scenery will distract from my awful dancing. I want to try to get like near the bridge or in some park where there aren't a lot of people because I really don't want anyone to see me. I want people to be like, what is she doing? I don't want anybody to see me do this cover. So I'm going to try to find a pretty park. So hopefully nobody looks at me struggle. They can say, oh, that's a nice tree. Oh my God, the grass is so green. Siri BTS _army, your monthly income in Korea. I made 1.6 million won, but the typical amount for the program is 1.5 million. I made 1.6 million my first year because I had a long commute and paying for all the long bus ride added up every day. So they gave me an extra 100,000 won a month. And my second year, I made 1.6 million won because I worked at 2 schools. And because I was splitting my time with 2 different places, they said, we'll give you some extra money for that too. But yeah, 1.6 million won. So that's like $1,500 US a month, but they pay for your rent. So it's very, very livable for me anyway. Salma speaks, would you ever do a meet and greet? I would honestly love to. It's just, I don't know how to like put this into words without sounding pitiful or like I'm fishing for compliments or anything, but like, I just don't feel like I'm necessarily worth that, if that makes any sense. Like tuning in, you can click a button. You can click a button to watch a video, but actually making your way to meet me in some place just seems like it's not really worth it. And I'm a boring, introverted person, so I would be a huge letdown. But like people would be like, "Oh, hi," I'm like, "Hi." Got any questions? So I don't know. I mean, it would be fun in theory, but I don't know the place I could pick because you guys are viewing from all over. There are people in India, Amsterdam, the UK, Canada, Korea, Japan, Brazil, South Africa, Nigeria, New York, LA. Everybody is everywhere. So I have no idea how I'd pick just one spot to meet people. So I don't know. I feel like if I did that, 2 people would show up. That would be real humbling. Nia G, let's meet up and go clubbing. I like that. I'm down for that. That's a good one. Just don't judge me when I like to dance. I don't do it well, but I might be like, hey, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna assault anybody just because I'm drunk. Sorry, had to get that out. Jesus Christ, I want to go. I have no idea where I would pick a place. Like, hey everyone, if you're in the area, I'm in LA, or if you're in the area, I'm in Baltimore. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do that. Shans of Bubbles, the shade. I'm so glad you picked up the shade I was throwing. Thank you. Party at CC House. Oh, we ain't partying here. There's not enough room. Asia Coots. Oh, we talking about clubbing with CC. I'm down. All right, we'll see. That'd be really fun to meet up and go. Like, I feel like if people are taking a trip to Korea, that's different because most of the people who watch this channel have some interest in Korean related things, like whether it's music, dramas, teaching, the food. If we met up in Korea, that makes a little more sense than, having a meetup in Toronto or something and one person shows up. But if we go out and we go clubbing, that could be so lit. Looking fine. Kennedy Turner, when is your next story time? Maybe next week or so. Yeah, probably next week or next weekend, something like that. Gloria Myers, how is your roommate doing? He's good. Nobody had corona. It was a stupid scare. Everything's fine. Honestly, he's never here anyway because he's always working. But yeah, everybody's fine. There's been no corona, no scares or anything recently either. We're all good. They say cases are dropping, but honestly, I think it's because Trump is like there was already this thing where hospitals didn't report directly to the CDC. They reported to the White House administration or something. So the fact that now numbers are suddenly starting to drop, I feel like that coincides because he already said, let's slow testing down. Let's slow it down, folks. If you don't have the testing, you don't have the numbers. All he cares about how he looks. He doesn't care that, what is like 180,000 people are dying or have died from corona, Americans alone so far. He don't care. But yeah, things are good here on the surface, but I don't believe it. I'm still wearing my mask everywhere I go, and I'm still not going near people. I'm still not touching stuff without disinfecting it first. And now they say it's airborne too. Winterberry, yikes, Cece, did you watch the RNC? Hell no, I did not watch that. I mean, to be fair though, I don't watch the Democratic one either. Like I knew all it was going to be like, this is why we should reelect Trump. And I knew the DNC was already going to be like, this is why we need to elect someone like Biden. My mind is made up. I've seen 4 years of what this dude, this orange Cheeto can do. And imagine what he's going to do if he doesn't have to worry about being reelected. He said, well, I'm on my way out. I can do whatever I want. So yeah, I did not watch either. I'm going to vote for Biden because he's not Trump. I don't need to watch anything they have to say. Alan and Donald Trump voice, China. You look at China. Oh boy. Oh yeah, y'all talking about going to Korea next fall. I'm down. Can bust out my karaoke singing for you guys. That would be epic. Dude, I love karaoke. That's when I come alive. I come alive in the karaoke booth in the karaoke room. I come alive in the thoughts of mine. The competition, I don't really listen. I'm in that blue mood, so I'm bumping new edition. How so many meters in a beast? Winter Bear, dang, why wait till like 5 years, please? 5 years, dang, girl. Honestly, with the way things are going, will we be here in 5 years? There's like 2 hurricanes that hit in the same week. Northern California is on fire as we speak. I'm a poet, y'all. I have not seen a drop of rain since May, and it's depressing. I was like looking at this storm, Hurricane Genevieve or something that like hit Baja California, and I was like, please just turn right and come this way. By the time it got here, because the air is so dry, it became a dry storm. that cause lightning and that cause more fire. So the complete opposite of what I wanted. It's tragic. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Just let me know when y'all ready to go. I'm ready to escape America. I got you. I'm about to be out. Yeah, about the California fires, I'm a little worried because we might have to drive past some of those fires to get to San Francisco. So, I mean, I hope not, but I know that's in the area where it is. I'm looking forward to cooler temperatures and fewer corona cases up there. San Francisco's always had it pretty much under control, unlike this. Honestly, I feel bad because the whole state of California looks bad at this corona thing because of the same 5 counties in the South. It's Orange County, LA County, Riverside County, in the San Diego area. So I feel bad. Like, the state is doing fine. It's the southern point that's messing up. It's tragic. Oh, man. Diagnosis, we all out here just trying to live. I know. I totally agree. World of Waverly, are the borders to Korea even open to Americans right now? Yeah, you just have to be quarantined for 14 days upon arrival. Which is another reason why I'm like, I need to maybe I should just wait until all this is blown over, because if I go for like a month or two, I'm spending the first 2 weeks doing nothing, being watched and monitored, and I can't go anywhere. I can't meet my friends. I can't mingle with anybody. So it's like 2 weeks of doing nothing to even get there, to even be allowed to go. You know what I mean? So I really don't know. Yeah, do you have any questions? Been going for almost 2 hours. I think I pretty much said my piece about Dao Kim. Unless people have more questions about anything, let me know. Cover Maria, skinny pencils. Nearly Fedori vids on Japan. Well, I made, I think, 2 so far. I did a clubbing in Japan story time, and then I did a, like, what's the difference between being in Japan and being in Korea as a foreigner video. I do want to maybe do one where I compare clubbing in Korea and Japan, but I feel like I've been only talking about clubs lately. But that's also where all the best story times happened. So I was kind of trying to take a break from that, but if that's what y'all want, I mean, I got no problem. Neely Kadori, or other plans for Japan? Yeah, definitely. I miss Japan so much. It was so clean. The people were a lot nicer. They mind their business. It's expensive as I don't know what. And I'm also going to be worried about shaking from earthquakes and stuff. But yeah. Georgina Leeson, can you speak about stalking in Korea, please? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's I'm stuttering. It's pretty common for people, not pretty common, but it's not rare for people to kind of just follow you, physically follow you and see where you're going. So there's that. But as far as, like, I don't think there's more cases of stalking in Korea than like any other country. As an American, I know we don't do a lot here pertaining to stalking laws and trying to, like, well, he didn't hurt you yet. He didn't do anything yet. So it's out of our hands. It's like, so you want me to wait until I'm dead or I've been attacked before I can tell you he's stalking me? And it's kind of like that in Korea too. But I mean, I've never been stalked in Korea. I've been looked at and monitored by people I don't know. Like, I did tell you about the Creeps in Korea video where sometimes I used to like to take a walk to the GS25 to get some midnight snacks or something. And on my apartment, it's motion censored light. So if you go on the first floor, that light comes on. Then if you go up to the second floor, that light comes on. And there was this man who would be outside of the window kind of just looking up. And I used to kind of wonder if he's like trying to see what floor I might live on. So I would like run up to the floor above me and then come back down and go in my door and then kind of peek out my window to see how long he would just stare. I think that was the creepiest thing that happened regarding, like, not the clubs or not someone I knew at all. He was just old dude, but he never did anything. Yeah, I don't really have any soccer stories. World of Waverly. I'm about to head out, but what made you choose the fire as your dance cover is so hard. And what other dances do you know want to learn? I didn't choose it. I literally said, so I took a poll. I said, hey, I'm going to do a K-pop cover. Which dance do y'all want to see? And I said, whichever comment gets the most likes. Well, I said it in a live stream, whichever comment gets the most likes, that's the one that I'll do. So someone suggested fire, and people like that suggestion. So I'm like, I got to do fire. So I didn't choose it. But honestly, I already kind of knew like some of the point choreography. So I was like, okay, I don't got to learn that much. But I don't really know other K-pop covers. Like I know point choreography to a lot of songs. Like I can do a little bit of a lot of songs. Like I know a little bit of mic drop. Not the hard parts. I know like the no moment. Like I can do some of the main stuff that's during the chorus. I know a little bit of Beautiful by Monsta X. I know a little bit of Me Likey from Twice. Like I know a little bit of a lot of songs. I don't know. Fire is the first time I sat there and learned the whole routine. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed with myself that it only took me like 2 or 3 hours to do it. I was like, oh, I think I got this. I got the chord. Now I just got to work on not looking weird while I do it. Like I know it by heart. And for some reason, I was like, because you know, all this choreography, when they're together, it looks so cool. But when you're by yourself doing stuff, I'm like, I'm going to look dumb. And I was like, I got to pick one member. Who should I pick? And because I'm dumb, I picked Jungkook. He's always in the middle doing the most. So I was like, why did I pick him? I should have picked Namjoon or Jin because they're in the back not doing as much. Yeah, but I didn't realize how many squats were in that song until my thighs were throbbing the next day. So y'all chose fire. I didn't choose fire. Oh, man. I saw somebody said to do Bepse. Bepse could be fun. But again, I'll take a poll so you guys can vote on it. But I know a little bit of Bepse, and it's more fun and goofy. Not so, like, hard-hitting and footwork and stuff. Like I said, y'all, please don't laugh at me. I'm going to pick a pretty place to do it. So hopefully y'all look at that and not me. I'm probably going to have my mask on, too. So you can't look at me like and struggle in the face while I do it. Yeah. I see people saying, I can't wait to see you do it. Keep y'all expectations low. People are like, yeah, I can't wait. Don't be too excited. You can be like, dang, that was awkward. But I'm going to do it. I do like the dance. It's fun choreography. It's hard. Oh, man. Rudy 90 Fire being a whole workout. It really is. I was so sore the next day. Like, for some reason, just my left butt cheek was sore. My quads, the top of my calf, my arms, the sides of my like abdominals, my neck muscles. So I learned it, but I just hope I don't look awkward doing it. So yeah. Any other questions? Oh, I see Paula Garcia. You planning on going to Spain? I would love to go to Spain. I want to go to pretty much every country. Like if you say you want to go there, I'm like, why not? I don't have any problem except North Korea. Obviously, I'm not going to go to a country that like doesn't really allow visitors like that and where you might leave dead. So not North Korea, but I'd be interested in visiting any country. Like I want to see many cultures and many people. You know what I mean? Oh my God, not the giraffe neck. I mean, you know that part when they're like, and that's the only explanation I got for having a sore neck. I was just like, oh my God. I literally practiced on, was it like Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday. I practiced for like 3 hours. Like literally what I did was I watched the mirrored version and I looked at the video first at like 75% speed so I could kind of like pay attention to some of the more intricate stuff they were doing. And then I got up and copied, but at like half speed. So I'm like, so I watched it like real slow. And then I did it in parts and sections and it would restart. And then finally, once I got to 100 speed, I was like, all right, I know the choreo. But then I was sore. So I didn't realize it was such a thigh thing. Like, oh my goodness. Like and it's still a little sore, but it's manageable now. Sacha boots well. Butone. Sunzi Davis, what's the easiest way to learn Korean? Any tips to help remember? By the way, I love your videos. You're gorgeous. Thank you, Sunzi. Um, honestly, the thing that first got me started with like recognizing Korean was writing down the lyrics of Korean songs. It helped me practice writing, get used to like particle placements, seeing sometimes where it could be omitted, especially those YouTube videos where they have the romanized version, they have the Hangul version, and then they have the English version. So you know what it translates to roughly. You know the pronunciation of it. Even though honestly, romanization confuses the crap out of me. Once I finally learned Korean, I was like, do not ever let me see anything romanized again. That confuses me so much. So yeah, like songs like Ige Aninde by Taeyang, because it's a slow song and it doesn't have that many lyrics. So I could practice my pronunciation, see sentences, especially like once I started to use Memrise to learn vocabulary words. And then when I kind of see them again, I'm like, oh, I know that word. Like Hengbokhae, he talks about being happy. And I remember seeing that in the Memrise slide cards. So yeah, if that helps at all. Bow wow. Nicolette, K-dramas and songs are a great way to learn. Yeah, K-dramas too. Like back when I used to actually watch them, there were phrases I learned from K-dramas because you already got it subbed at the bottom. Like ya chukule? That's probably the first sentence I learned in Korean. And it's you want to die? I was like, ooh. And I remember watching an episode of Running Man, and GD actually taught me what chincha means because of the tone and the way he said it. He's like, oh, chincha? So I was like, wonder, that sounds like really? And then the subtitles were like, really? So that just kind of helped me remember that. I don't know. Wow. So yeah, I think I'll cut the stream at the 2-hour mark. I mean, it doesn't seem like people have too many questions, and I don't want to just rant endlessly. So yeah. Now the songs be stuck in my head. Borohe? Yeah, I don't know what Borohe. Wait, what's Borohe again? What's Borohe? I don't know. What does that mean? Jeffrey Lilline. Sis, or Cece, you can do dope next. Y'all really want me to die. Oh my goodness. That was like when I was watching this special with what's his name? Haha. He had this show called Yaman because he used to be obsessed with Yaman, and he had BTS on there. And Jin made it a point. He said that like he complained about the choreography and how sometimes it's too hard for him to keep up. So he told like their management and the people who helped them with the choreography, and he said, "Okay, well, like he sincerely believed that they were like, yeah, well, we'll take that into account and we'll hear your words." He said the very next dance we had to do was dope, and he's just like that was the hardest one that they had to do up until that point. So I don't know if I could survive dope. I don't know. Because my thing is, I'm not good with footwork, and that's why the part at the end of Fire where they started going off, I almost tripped myself a few times practicing it. I'm all thumping all loud and about to fall over nothing. But yeah. Bye. Nia G, do killing me. That's more footwork I couldn't do. Chuketa. I do like the I like the choreography. That doesn't mean I could do it. I'm really not good with footwork. Rudy 19, nah, CC, go for something small like go-go. Look, I literally, it's not my choice. If y'all want to go easy on me and let me do something like go-go, that'd be great. But it's up to the people who vote. Tassim Muhammad, what about On? I would not survive that dance. Are you joking? I could not. I saw the dance practice and I was really surprised because normally even like Jin and Namjoon have like easier stuff. Nobody had it easy in that dance. I could not do it. Whoo, buddy. I would die. But it would be kind of fun to go back to Sepulveda Dam and do that choreography there. But I don't think I could do that choreography. Salsa, boom, sabona. Wow, wow, wow. Just a potato. Oh, I said potato. Just a potawa? Potatwa? I don't know. How are you? Is everything all right? Everything is like Gucci. Everything's Gucci. I actually have the AC on right now, so I'm happy. Normally we don't. It's funny because before I got here, I sleep with the AC on. I'm used to that back home in Korea. I used to sleep on my couch just so I could be right in front of the air conditioning in the summer. But here they try not to use the AC too much, but we're finally using it. So I am peachy. Plus I got my fan. And I think as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna eat my yogurt. I put blueberries in here and granola. I mean, I thought I'd be answering more questions. It doesn't seem like people have too many questions today. And I get it. This is like the 15th consecutive live stream. And it's not like anything new has really happened. Like I haven't been able to go to Korea to update any new information. So I kind of imagine I've answered people's questions already. I just wanted to try and clear up things about yesterday's video because people were kind of like, wait, what? I never heard about this. Then where's all this hate coming from? His 2 million supporters. So I'm fine. I'm good. After this, I'm probably going to finish watching Hey Arnold, eat my yogurt, and stretch because my thighs are still tight. Christina Sharipov, where are you right now? Like what country? I is in Miguk. 지금 미국에서 왔어요. Or 미국에서 있어요. Right now I'm in America. Unfortunately. Nia G, I have some video ideas for your channel though. Lay it on me. Actually, I do something cute that I did the other day. So for those who don't know, my roommate and I live with a guy and his mom, and they're both Japanese. And the other day, me and his mom were out in the living room just talking, and then we were talking. She likes to watch YouTube videos to learn to like cook to cook different dishes and everything. And I was talking about how much I miss Naengmyeon, and she said, "Oh, well, do you know we have like Japanese ice noodles?" I was like, "No way, really?" So she let me film her make Japanese ice noodles. So that could be something I could like show some people if they want to see it too. But I thought I'd be helping more because I was like, "What can I do?" And she said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll teach you how to make miso soup, and then we can film us making miso soup." So that could be fun too, to start doing some little like cookie stuff because I'm not completely illiterate in the kitchen. I'm just not very inspired. Like I don't really care all that much. But it's fun, as long as it's cool and the food tastes good. So that could be fun too. We did like a sort of mukbang, like we had the ice noodles, all the side dishes. She showed me some like Japanese alcohol that was really good. And I did film that, so I might post that too. Sata boota bora, bow wow wow. Winter bear, dang, I need some food. I feel you. Oh boy. All right, so we've got about 3 minutes left. If there are any Majimak Shimun last questions. I love how somebody asked the question and then they answered it. DX, that's what I'm gonna call you. Who's your BTS bias? Namjoon. Yeah. It's my dude. Even on my screensaver. Yeah. Look at that. Look at this beautiful man. And it's funny, in the Discord chat, we were laughing because like after seeing all the hate from all those like sexist dudes, let's be honest, from the response to yesterday's video, we're like, yo, there's no redemption for men except Namjoon and everybody's respective bias. Like I feel like these days, more importantly, I need someone who is very woke, someone like Trevor Noah or Michael B. Jordan or Namjoon. Like I need someone who is aware and very woke. I'm just saying. So yeah, that very few men are worthy. Oh yeah, I didn't show y'all this too. This is the lipstick that I'm wearing. It's a Koya thing. It's like this orangey red color. I put it over here in case I needed to reapply, but yeah, I don't think this one's gonna go as long because it doesn't seem like there are too many questions. But yeah, so I got Makoya here, and Makoya here. I got a problem. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Aladdin, do you watch Mary Jane by Arm? I have no idea what that is. Honestly, if it's not YouTube videos or anime, I probably haven't watched it recently. I still need to get on Netflix and get caught up too. I have not been watching anything. Rosalia X, any K dramas you would recommend to us? I still think my all-time favorite is one from like 5 or 6 years ago now called Inspiring Generation. It was sad, it had its action pack, it had historical context, it was really good. The lead is kind of an a-hole now, but it was still a really good project for the time. Kenneth. Oh, that's I like that name, but I can't pronounce it. Kennessy LDL. Do you have a job outside of YouTube? Here's the thing. As soon as I left Korea, I applied to be a flight attendant, and I got hired for that July 11th of last year. And because of Corona, because of all this Boeing stuff, I have not been able to work ever since. So currently, no, it's just YouTube. I'm just sitting in my room, waiting out Corona, and waiting to start this job that I was so excited to get. Like the interview process, and it's such a competition, and like they move you to this room and they interview you here twice, and then you see fewer and fewer people make it to the next round, and it's like, I hope I make the cut. So I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my God, they actually like me. I'm gonna be a flight attendant. And here I am over a year later, still wondering when I'm gonna start. So right now it's just YouTube because of Corona. So frustrating. Um, oh wow. Jesus Christ. Just want to say good luck, everyone starting a new school year. Soon we got this whiting. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I mean, because I'm 27, I'm done with school. I keep forgetting, people are starting up college right now and going back to high school and middle school, and it's not the safest yet. So the anxiety I would have right now, what she said, good luck, man. I hope like local facilities, local schools, they take this seriously, because coming from up top, they don't seem to care. They're like, it's no big deal. And I saw that Trump was trying to make schools, teachers considered essential workers to force them back to work. There have been teachers retiring because they'd rather retire than risk catching Corona and giving it to their family. And I feel bad for people going back to school right now. It's tragic. Okay, so should I end this now, or do people still want to talk? Because I'm still getting some questions. I'm gonna see what the reply is. I mean, I'm still getting some questions, but not all that many. So I don't know if this is. All right, I guess I'll answer a few more. Okay. Aishiana too. Do you want kids in the future? I want a son in the future, because seeing how rude men are these days, I find it to be like a fun little challenge to raise the perfect sweetheart little gentleman. Like, I gotta make sure he got a good influence from his father, and a mom that's strict but not overbearing. I want a son. After teaching in Korea for 2 years, dealing with little girls and little boys, I'd rather have a son. I do want a son in the future. Not anytime soon. I don't want a kid until I'm like 30 or 31. My 20s are for me. I'm not all taken care of yet either. So bringing life into this world in this climate, nah. I want like when I'm 30 or 31. It is funny because I always told myself I wanted like a leap year baby. Imagine their birthday's on February 29th and kind of messing with them every year. Like, oh, your birthday only comes every 4 years. I'm sorry. We got you in 3 more years. It'll be your birthday party. But yeah, no, I do want a son later. Not yet. Jesus Christ, my 20s and 30s are going to be for me. I'm here for that. My only thing is I don't want to be like I kind of like how it is with me and my mom's relationship. Like, she had me mad young. She was 21. 21? She was 21 when she had me. And I like that I'm 27 and she's 48, because like we can talk about stuff, we can do stuff together. I wasn't in high school with like an older mom, like she's in her 30s and early 40s, you know what I mean? So I kind of like that closeness in age, but at the same time, I don't want a kid right now. Not in my, no, just not yet. Definitely not. But I don't want to be like an older mom either, where I can't quite relate to her stuff, or I can't like, or like the kids. Like I'm like, well, back in my day, I wanted to still be relevant to know what's going on. You on the Googler? Like I don't want to be like an old mom. So my 20s are for me. I think I can share my 30s with my offspring. I hope. I mean, we'll see how I feel when I turn 30 because I don't even know. Winter break, not the 21 thing again. I'm sorry, I literally can't say 21 without. It's either the Dean, she's 20, 20, 21 now, or it's going to be 21. I like 21 more. LOL offspring. Yeah. I mean, still the thought of something calling me mom is weird. Like, that's still just weird to me. That's how I know I'm not in the mind space to have a child. On the 21st night of September, do you remember the 21st night of September? It's funny because my friend Haiti, she always likes to go out clubbing on the 21st just because of that song. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Oh man. Sarah Mensa, LOL, scared for parenthood. Hell yeah. I mean, all these school shootings in America anyway. Climate change is expensive raising someone. I'm not ready for that. Wait, what's going on? Somebody spamming? Uh-oh, what happened? Huh? Now songs will be stuck in my head. Oh my gosh. I'm hiding and blocking. Oh boy, what's happening? Did more people come to attack again, or is this just like one dude spamming? Sarah Mesa, do you recommend Korean men? I don't recommend Korean men over any other man. Like, people make it seem like because I made videos about dating Korean guys that that's all I like. I was living in Korea, so I was dating Korean guys. That's all that was. I happened to start my channel while I lived in Korea. So like, Korean men are no different than any other men to me. I mean, I feel like Korean dramas project this image, and that ain't it. Like, they are not these sweet, oh, Kinshana. I mean, every country has guys who are nice and rude. Korea is no exception. So, I mean, if you want a Korean dude, sure, but I don't recommend them over any other man, you know? Yassine Awale Jama, you look like Korean. Is it the makeup? I'm wearing lipstick. I'm not wearing any makeup. What do you, I think I just woke up like 10. And then so here's the thing, on my most recent video, the one that's getting attacked from yesterday, I have all the comments set to hide for review. So I didn't expect to wake up to so many that I had to review. But yeah, it was like 200 comments I had to go through. So of course, a lot saying the same thing. She was drunk. It's not, or he was drunk. It's not his fault. So I'm like, delete, delete, delete. Okay, she has sense. He has sense. He has sense. Delete, delete, delete. So I woke up kind of early doing that. But no, I don't have makeup on. I just have my lipstick and I have my eyebrows like stained on. I don't have any makeup on. I'm not Korean. I'm Black. I don't know why people keep asking me, are you Korean? I don't know if people fully know what Koreans look like. I guess maybe they don't. All right, so I think I think we're done. I don't really see too much else happening. Okay, well, that's a good question. Sharina K, can you make a video on how you make lesson plans while in Korea? I'm leaving in February, hopefully. I mean, I don't know if it warrants a whole video, but like, there are sites like CoreShare. People used to use Webgook, but now they want to charge people, even though they don't pay the people who upload this stuff for free. So CoreShare, KORSHARE, it became really popular around the time when I left. Yeah, and also the lesson plans depend on your school. Like it depends on what they want laid out and what timely matter. So like you have to go by what your school's guidelines are and then adjust to that. But you can get a lot of games, a lot of materials, a lot of resources and video links and stuff even on Coursera. That's been my saving grace. It's really nice to see other foreign teachers help each other that way. They're literally, it's like, I made this really fun game. My third graders really liked it. I hope it helps you too. And they upload it and it's all totally free. So it's a really tight knit community teaching in Korea. It's really nice. Yeah. 다른 질문이에요. Um, Katy Berry, did you hear about Joy from Red Velvet getting heat online in Korean for wearing a feminist shirt? It said we should all be feminists. I saw that. Honestly, everything is controversial. There's nothing that doesn't surprise me anymore. Everything becomes controversial. So I believe what she said, because all feminism is believing that females are equal to men. No, feminism doesn't mean that we're superior. No one's superior to each other. We're all the same. And that's what feminism says. So people who says they're not a feminist, I'm like, oh, so you're not about equality. That's cool. So all the people who are upset with her, they're not cool with equality, I guess. It is what it is, I guess. The thing is, with social media and stuff, it gives every slight, insignificant, ignorant person with an opinion, every troll has a stage now. So I'm not surprised by the dumb stuff people say or do just to get a reaction. So, yeah. Sunzi Davis, you don't have makeup on, your skin is amazing. Also, this camera's not great, so I probably look a little like, I don't know, blurred. But yeah, no, I'm not wearing any makeup except my lips. I'm wearing clay. Now I'm greasy though. Ugh. Even in the AC, I'm getting greasy. Reading 90, even spirit animals are controversial. Yeah, I saw that where a girl said to Jay from day 6 that he shouldn't say he has a spiritual animal because Native Americans find it offensive. But the girl who said it wasn't Native American herself. And Native Americans aren't the only ones who have animal spirituality beliefs. So yeah, everything offends people. It is what it is these days, I guess. Everything's a controversy. So when people ask, how do you feel about this? Or did you hear about this controversy? I don't consider it a controversy. People are just dumb and they want to get a reaction out of everybody. Bundy Oladell, we're going to wreak havoc in Korea if we link up. Facts. I can't. So, yeah. Now I got, do you remember? Stuck in my head still. Masked underscore for life. Everyone is getting canceled. Yeah, people are really quick to try and like just shut someone down. My thing is, people don't need to be canceled if they are transparent, if they are honest, and if they have changed. But if they're like hiding stuff or still currently doing the shady things that they were canceled over, then I don't really care what happens to them. Like this Dow dude, I'm sorry, try to bring it back full circle. The fact that he blocked the girls and deleted everything that showed that he, or even hinted that he did anything wrong, I don't mind him losing subs. And he's not. He's gaining subs over this. So, but people like to, like the whole Kevin Hart thing with the Oscars, he made a homophobic tweet years ago and people decided to try and like fire him and temporarily cancel him over that. When something comes up from something that's happened like years and years ago, and then try to act like that's who they are now, that kind of upsets me because unless they're actively still doing that or their actions hint that they haven't changed, then there's no need to cancel somebody. Like everybody does and says dumb stuff. If they show remorse and all parties are moved on, whoever was offended, like if you say something homophobic and then gay people, oh, it's fine, you know, it was years ago, you said sorry, then okay. That's my thing. Jesus Christ, I'm coming, Korean sugar daddy coins, Namjoon, where's your wallet? but Namjoon's mine. What you mean, girl? I don't want to fight over him, but like that's been bae since 2016 for me. Sugar daddy. Yeah, he's younger than me though. So, oh my God! And did you when in the Discord chat, I was informed that he has a daddy complex or whatever, or a daddy kink, and I didn't know what that meant. And he was like, "Don't Google it." And I was like, "Too late. I already Googled it." Y'all are really, really fucking funny. Oh man, I'll probably hop right into that once I'm done as I watch my Hey Arnold and eat my yogurt. But okay, I'm going to end this now because this is kind of dragging out. Thanks for watching if you did. I appreciate all the support, especially because sexist dudes are trying to like outrun all of this and try to defend other problematic behavior. So I appreciate all the support and I love y'all. I really, really do. So thanks for joining me here for the last 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thanks for watching if you did. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next Friday and probably in the dance cover and whatever else I upload this week before then. So bye.